So I have one rail. It's not a huge rail, but I like this rail because it has, you know, all these different points, which make it a little easier to do what I want to do. But you can take two rails, take the little ties off of it. You could tie them together, and then you could make them much wider. The reason I like to use these is because they're bendable. So you can bend it over, you can lay it flat, you could put it on a table, a fireplace, you could bend it over onto your mailbox. It's just a lot more flexible than using the traditional pieces that go over in the mailbox. So this is the kind of the traditional one that would go on a mailbox, and you could just use like zip ties or something like that to do it. And if I was going to do this, I would do the exact same thing. I would just tie these down here, do the blue here, and then the lighter blue up top. So it would be the same thing. You could use it the same way. And the reason I like to use the rail is because it just gives me a lot more flexibility. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these and I'm going to tie it onto my form, just starting in the corner. I'm just going to go across. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to need to put a zip tie, not a zip tie, a pipe cleaner in the middle there so I can tie across that. I want to get this in and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to tie them right next to each other, just like I would do if I was doing a wreath. So same thing. I'm just pulling it right here onto the rail and tying it down. Like that. Okay. And again, I'm just going all the way across this bottom piece. And then I will come to the corner and tie it there. And so that's what it looks like. See, and if I put a little pipe cleaner across here, we'll see if we need one. So I'm going to tie ones on the sides. So I'm just tying it in the back on the side. Now let's see. Actually, I think all I have to do is put a couple more here, and then that'll be good. That'll be it. I do kind of want to push it down so it'll lay a little bit flat. And I'll kind of cut pieces off as I go. But I'll spray this with my E6000 after it's done. Like that. So this is going to be our sand. This is representing our sand. And what we're going to do at the end is we'll put some little decorations on it. I have all kinds of shells. See all these different shells. And there's all kinds of different things you could do with something like this. I have starfish. You can get little life preservers. Those are really cute. I even have these little wooden fish. So I've put those kind of in the waves before. So I like those too. It just depends on what look you want. But as you can see, once I get this done, what I'll do is I'll put this right up here. I'm not sure if I like this orange, so if I get it on and I don't like it, I may come back and paint that, but we'll see. So I'm just going to put a couple more right here, on this. And then I'm going to start on my waves. So I'll show you that. So with the waves, I want to do ruffles just because I kind of think that looks more like waves to me. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut 30-inch. I'm going to cut each one 30 inches. And the reason I'm doing that is because it just covers a lot more. And of course, if you do 10-inch cuts, then each one of those is going to fray. But if you cut it at 30 inches, then you only have to worry about 2 sides fraying, not 6 or 9, I guess it would be. So I just think it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot faster. I think it makes a nicer ruffle because it is thicker. So I'll cut a bunch of those. I'll probably use this whole roll. This is the 10-inch. All of these are the 10-inch. I don't think this is quite 10 yards. It might be 5. So what I will do once I get these put in and I get ready to do my ruffle, I will just take this, lay it down on my table. Whoop. There we go. And I will do what I traditionally do. First, I'm going to kind of tuck the end under, just because I've noticed that if I do that, it frays a little bit less. So then I pull it up through the middle, just like this. Then when I get to the other end, I just kind of tuck it under like that. That just kind of helps keep those little sides tucked under. And then I have this. And I will just take my pipe cleaner, run it around the back, and tie it off. So you see when you get those together, that looks more like waves to me than it would if we had continue to do the curls. So, show you what this looks like. So you can do it 2 ways. You can do it up and down like this, or you can do it side to side. And I'm not sure if we're going to do up and down or side to side. We'll see when we get to that point. But I'm going to continue putting a few more on here, and I'm going to cut the rest of these up. We're going to do the exact same thing with this last one. And we may even add a little bit of white in with some of this light blue to make it look like clouds. So I'm going to keep cutting on those, and then when I come back we'll start putting this together. Oh, well, let me just say, I'm going to do the same thing with this one so we can cut that step out. So I'll go ahead and show you. I'm going to do it the exact same way. I'm just going to open it. Get my clean edge. And then cut it at 30. And I'll do several of those. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just pull it over, tuck the side under. You can even kind of push it down, and then just pull it up through the middle. I just think this saves time, and it makes it fuller, just a little bit easier to work with, and less likely to fray. So the same thing. Now I'll take my pipe cleaner, put it in the middle, tie it off. I want it to be pretty tight. Okay. So I'm going to cut these, and I'm going to finish that. And I'll go ahead and make a lot of these so that we can start putting it together. So let me show you that one more time just to make sure it's clear. You just take your 30 inches that you cut, lay it down, tuck that end under, and you can kind of smash it down flat to make sure it stays. And then just walk your hands up through the middle, like this. Forming those waves. There we go. And then I'll just tuck that last little piece under. And I will take my pipe cleaner, just pull it around and tie it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so I will be back shortly and I will have all of this put on, and then we will start putting this on and we'll decorate it. Hey, Lori here. Today we're going to do a mailbox / beach theme. So I think this is going to be fun. I have a little rail we're going to use. So let's get started. So, I thought it would be really fun. Someone has asked me to do a mailbox swag. So, I thought, ooh, let's do a really cute one. I have this really cute lighthouse that I've been wanting to use, and I thought it would be fun to do, you know, a little mailbox swag. Now, this could also be, you could put it on your fireplace. You can still hang it on your door and hang it, you know, just vertical or horizontal. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to be using these little ties here. So, what we're going to be using is, I have this burlap. It's a poly mesh burlap, so it has a different feel than burlap, but it kind of has the look of burlap. So what I really wanted was some brown at the bottom, and I'm probably going to cut these ties off and save them so I can use them for something else. And then we're going to be using this color blue to represent the water, and this color blue to represent the sky. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do curly using this, and then we're going to do ruffles using these two. So I thought that would be fun. So I have pipe cleaners in this color, so that's what I'll use. And I have, of course, pipe cleaners in these colors, and I'll use those too. But what we're going to do, smooth that around, is I'm going to cut up the ones that I'm going to do the curly with. So, I will use my mat, and I will use, my rotary cutter. I'm just going to get a clean edge. I just always find it so much easier to do things if I have a clean edge. Whoops, I forgot I moved my trash can. Okay, so I'm going to cut these at 10 inches. So the great thing about this mat is it has all these measurements on it. So I can just go 10, 20, and 30. So I'm going to do what I normally do when I make curls. I'm going to make bundles of 3. So I'll just take this that I just cut and I will just curl it up. And I will curl it in the direction that it already wants to curl. So see, then you end up with this. Then I'll just pinch it, hold it in my finger, grab another one, and do the same thing. I'll just curl it like this, pinch it in the middle, put it in my hand, and do the last one. So just curl it up. And I tell you, this poly burlap really does, it's pretty easy to do curls with. Then I'll just take one of my pipe cleaners, bring it around the back like this, and tie it off really tight. Like there. Okay, so we've got one bundle made. And what I will do is I will put the bundles starting about right here and just go down around like this so that it kind of makes it wider. And if I don't like that, I will actually get out a dowel and just make it a little bit longer and do that. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. And I won't make you watch all this, but just wanted to show you. So I'll cut it 10, 20, and 30. Now I'll make another bundle. Just curling it. Like that. Hold it in my hand. And do the next one. Hold that in my hand. And the last one. I'm not sure how many bundles I'll need, so I will just keep making one at a time until I see that I'm happy with it. But I will make sure I tell you how many I did, so you won't have to do that. There we go. See, that's going to make a cute little base. Okay, so I'm going to keep cutting these bundles, and then when I come back we will put them on this bottom part. So I think I want to do maybe 2 rows with the brown, 2 rows with this blue, and maybe 1.5 rows with this. So I will cut these off, and I will keep cutting these, and then I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've gotten several bundles done, and I have everything cut off my rail, and I did want to show you. Okay, so I've gotten all these in, and I did end up putting the little tie in the middle, but I only put one tie on it. So you can see here, it's kind of hard to see because there's a lot of, but this is the one right here in the middle. I did not end up putting any on this little section here because I really didn't need to. So what I will do next is I will start with these. So I have a whole bunch of these made. So I'll bring them up here. This is going to be our water. I love this color. Oh, let me turn off my fan. Okay. I love this color. I just think it's so pretty. And I think, looking at it, that I want it to go up and down like this because this looks more like water to me. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to take my tie, go around the back, and tie it in. I'm going to push it down. Now I want to make sure it's going up and down. Then I'll just go with the next one. And I'm going to go across this little bar right here. And they do tend to want to stick together, but I'll make sure it's going up and down. Now I'll just pull it around here and tie it in the back. I'm not going to worry a whole bunch about straightening it out right now. Oh, and let me tell you, be careful what you wear when you work with this stuff, because it really likes to stick to this shirt. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to put probably 2 here in this little middle section. So, make sure it's going up and down. Yes. And I'll tie it off. Pull it away from my shirt. And when I get done, what I will do is I will go back and I will kind of fluff these out. But you see why I like the difference? So this to me looks more like land. And we'll put some little stuff on here. But this looks like waves to me. The ruffle kind of simulates waves to me. So I'm just going to keep putting my little... I'm just going to keep putting my little waves in. I want to put probably 2 layers of this. Oops. So I'm just bringing it around back and tying it down like that. Same thing. I'm just going to tie it over on this side, and then I'll do the middle. So just tying back here in the back. Okay. See our waves? I like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go across this middle section. So I will just pull it right through. Make sure it's still going in the direction I want. And tie it down in the back. So I'm going to do this with as many ruffles as I have already made. And then we'll see if we need some more. Okay. Same thing. Tie it down. And after I get done with all this, I will tell you how many I ended up with each one, just so you'll know. And this rail, I did forget to tell you that, didn't I? Is a 22-inch rail. So now I'm going to go in this middle section right here. You see this little bar right down here. I'm not sure. I probably will only need 1 or 2. But we'll see. Whoops. My little tie got all kind of tangled, so. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we do need 1 more. So we'll put that one in. Just gonna put it in here. Tie it down. And when I get done with all this, what I will do is I will come back and I will push these out. And I push these down like that. And what that does is that ensures that I can set it on a table or a fireplace or even on my mailbox. So I like that. I think that looks cute. Okay, so I have 2 left. So I'm just going to put it, whoops. Okay. I'm just going to put it right here on this going up rail. And then we'll decide if we need to add any more. Because we still have 1 to go. 1 color to go. Well, I guess 2 if you really think about it. So tie that there. Okay. Tie this one here. So let's see. The other color we have is this color, and we're going to put it up top. So let's see. I think we will do just a couple more because I want to get this little rail right here so that we'll end up having 2 rails. So I'm going to cut a few more of these, and then I will come back and we will put this color in. And I did pull out my white here, and I thought we would put a couple of those in, but I'm going to do 20-inch ruffles on that, and I just want to kind of disperse them. Whoops. See, I told you it sticks to my shirt. I'm just kind of disperse them so that it just kind of looks like random clouds. So I just kind of like that look. Alright, so I'll be back in a minute and we will finish up. Alright, so I ended up just putting one more. Whoops. Look at that. I had it turned the wrong way. So I just kind of have it here in the middle, and then I'm going to start doing the sky. And Carson and Bella came in to see us. Let's see.
Hi.
There they are. Okay. So we're going to start on the sky next. Come in, Ross.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You want to sit with them?
I actually came in to, I'm actually hungry. Surprising enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give me just 2 minutes. and I'll
After
come get you
you're
some.
done recording, or whenever.
Okay. Just give me a few minutes, okay, sweetie?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say hi to them now.
Okay. You can say hi. I'm recording now.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm just going to start putting the sky in. Same way. I'll come get you something in just a minute, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. After your time.
So I'm just going to put some of the lighter blue in. Just right on top of the pretty ocean blue. I'm going to put one in the middle, just like I put the ocean on this little tie right here. Right here. Let's see if you can see it. This one. Okay. Whoop. Okay. So I got that one in. I did do a couple of the white. I did them in 20-inch because I just kind of want it to be a random piece. I'm going to put another of the light blue right here because I see a hole. Whoop. What you think, buddy?
That's awesome.
Thank you, buddy. There we go. There we go. It just keeps sticking to my shirt. There, I like that. Okay, let's see. Do we need another? I think we actually need another one. So I'll put one more in the middle. Hey, sweet.
Hi.
Okay. All right. I think we've got our sky started pretty well. There. So now I'll just kind of ruffle them out like that. And as we add ones on top, it will actually be just fine. So I'm going to put one of our clouds in right here. Make sure it's turned the right way. And then I will put the lighter blue around it. Like this. Put one here. Because we want to see it, but we don't want it to be overpowering. And I will just keep adding in until I get the fullness that I'm looking for. I'm just sticking it on that next rail right here, this one, which is the second to the top. So you see how it kind of looks like there's a little cloud in our sky because we have that one white. Whoa, keeps sticking to me. So now I'll put one more blue, light blue.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
They're gonna be happy that we're in the video
Mm-hmm.
this time.
Yeah.
We have a
They
video.
like that. All right. So then I might put one more cloud in there. Right here, in between these two. Okay, like that. All right, so all I have to do now is add just a little bit more blue up here at the top. And I will come back in a minute and do that. And then we can start decorating it. So I'll be back in just a minute and we'll start finishing this off. Okay, so I've gotten everything in. You can see how full it is. It's pretty full. So now we're just going to add in our lighthouse and a few little seashells. Okay. And we have a new visitor today I wanted to show you. This is Sassy. This is our other fur baby. She came in to see us tonight. She doesn't come in very often. Okay, so let's get back to what we're working on. So now that I've gotten all of the mesh in, I'm going to figure out where exactly I want to put the lighthouse. I think right here is good. And what I'm going to do with this lighthouse is I'm going to do something, I don't know, I know I've shown this before, but I can't remember if I released that video yet or not. So I will just show you again. So I'm going to take a piece of felt. So what I like to do when I'm working with something like this, and it's wood, and I don't want to put a hole in it, is I will staple it. So what I'll do is I will take my glue gun and I will put down a little bit of glue on whatever I'm working on. I will put down my felt like that. See right there? Okay, and then what I will do is I will take a pipe cleaner and I will staple it down. I have a heavy duty staple gun. Whoops, I sort of missed the pipe cleaner. I kind of bent it in the middle so I can make sure I have the middle of it. And the dogs will probably leave because they really don't like this. I will just put several staples down, 2 or 3. Right there, see? So that's what it looks like. And then I have something to run through, and I will just tie it right to the base, like that. So for this back part here, it already has a couple places, and I will take some of my floral wire and just cut some off. And then I will run it. I'm going to run it around these little pieces right here. Tighten it down. There we go. And then I will use that to tie it down to the base. And so all I'm going to do is run this wire right through to the base. So I'll turn it over so you can see. Right here. So I just have it right here on this base, and I'll just tie it down. And I will flip it back over and make sure it's in the place that I want it to be. And then I will tighten it. Just like that. So see? And then I will do the same thing with the top. Whoops. Look at that. Came right off. So I'm going to run it underneath the little wire. So there's a little bit of rope on this. So I'm going to run it underneath that rope so it won't come off. Okay. Alright, there we go. Now it won't come off. So now we'll find the closest wire. Okay, right there. Then I will just flip it over. So this is the wire right here. That's the closest. And I will just run the wire right around it. There we go. And secure that down. Here we go. Okay. So let me make sure I do the other side, because I want it to be secured on there pretty well. Now, of course, you don't have to do a lighthouse. You could do lots of other things. There we go. There. I like that. So believe it or not, I am not going to put any ribbon on this. It's shocking and not very usual for me, but sometimes when I do a wreath, I will do something else. Now, I've seen several people putting seagulls up here where the clouds are, and you can certainly do that. I don't tend to do that. I don't know why, I just really don't. No reason. But what I will do, see, and I'll show you, you could put fish here, you could put fish down here, you could put a little beach house thing here, but I just like the lighthouse. I like lighthouses. They just seem friendly to me. And I will put little shells down here, because to me, this looks like sand, like this is the bottom of the ocean, this is the water, and this is the sky. So I will take some seashells. And I'll tell you, I got these seashells from Walmart because they just have everything. And I will just put some glue on it. I'll just find a place I want it to go, and I'll just glue it down. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, everyone. I wanted to say hi to everyone. Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. Funny, right?
They're so funny. Okay, so I'll just find a few more, and I'll just do the same thing. So I'll just put some glue on. There we go. And I'll just find a place for it, and I'll just set it down. Make sure it's glued in there. And I'll just put it kind of at random places. I just kind of like that. I think that looks really cute. Okay. There we go. I'll put one over here. And I'll just keep doing that until I feel like I have enough. I think I'll put the big one right there. So I'm just kind of running some glue along the little legs. Make sure it will stay down. There we go. Just like that. I like that. Now I have all kinds of shells, so I just may put them in random places. Carefully trying not to glue myself. Whoops. Ha ha ha. Okay, just like this. And be careful, because when you're working with things like these shells, whew, it's easy to get yourself glued. That's really not very pleasant. So I think I need some over here. So I'll add a couple over here. Not why I'm having trouble with this glue stick, but there we go. Okay. So I'll just keep putting them down until I feel like I have enough. I'm going to kind of move these around a little bit. There we go. Maybe another one of these down here. I really like these spiral shells. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I like that. I think that looks cute. So there are a lot of different things that you can do with a wreath like this. And I do really consider this to be a wreath because you can hang this on your door going horizontal. You can also make it a centerpiece on your table. Now, of course, I kind of made this to be a wreath because I have this standing piece here. But you could put it on your fireplace. You could put little shells all the way around. You can put little birds up here or seagulls. That's really cute. But I just think this is a really fun, easy little wreath to make. So I hope you enjoyed this, and make sure to comment and subscribe and let me know what you thought. And give it a like, and if there's something else you would like me to do, just let me know, and I would be happy to do it. I know I have planned to do a teacher wreath. Someone has asked me to do a teacher wreath, and I thought that would be fun. I saw some really cute caterpillar wreaths, and I've done those before, so I thought maybe we would do one of those. So I'll be doing one of those. I have another grapevine wreath coming up. And of course we've got Christmas and Halloween coming. So we'll be doing more of those. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.